Excuse me, what the actual fuck?
Alright, so just so you guys don't believe that I haven't done Fixmas, which is the special holiday that Satisfactory has, I'm making a short video where I show you the Fixmas update. Now, I haven't waited until 25th of December, and of course, I'm still kind of grinding the whole game, but I just want to check out real quickly so I could add this at the beginning of the video. Most importantly, I'd like to check this art out, and holy shit.
Welcome to Fixmas, an official Fixit seasonal event, brought to you by official Fixit Fun engineers. Fixmas is based on a seasonal holiday popular in several cultures and religions, often seen as a winter holiday because no one actually cares about Australasia. The event is vetted to be 100% pioneer-appropriate fun and is not obligatory. Fixmas enables many new distracting activities focused on building the giant Fixmas tree. These activities involve the MAM, the Fixmas calendar, and those abominations falling from the sky. There is more, but I don't care. In the interest of us all, I will tell you that Fixmas has caused stress, lack of focus, general despair, and physical injury to many pioneers. It is the worst scoring event ever created by Fixit and has gotten backlash for its blatant cultural inappropriateness. So when you inevitably change your mind and decide to disable this event, you will have chosen humanity and kittens and puppies, you will have chosen truth and empathy, you will have made me proud.
Alright guys, so right now it's the 8th of January. Technically speaking, Christmas is over and done for. And guess what? Christmas is still here because there's still fucking presents over there, and I still have this bloody ass calendar open. So, yeah. Fucking Christmas. I just slammed the desk and realized that every fucking moves. That is great to know. So ignoring the whole thing about, Fixmas still being here, I've collected all the rewards. I don't give a fuck anymore. We can technically disable the event, which is exactly what I'm going to do right in front of you guys to show you what happens. If I can find... Should be... Yeah, here it is. So if I click this and I click on apply, changes the effect. You know what? Fair point. Alright, let's see the result.
By opting out of Fixmas, you have just made one of the best decisions of your life and spared us both further suffering. I have noted your cooperation and willingness to prioritize Fixit and kittens and puppies over yourself. You are now eligible for the Fixit Forgiveness Program, where I will forgive 5 of your future mistakes.
What? What do you mean 5 of my future mistakes? I don't make mistakes. I make problems. Anyway, just to quickly check. Okay, so these things still exist. So you don't remove those. Because yeah, there's some interesting items that we got from it. Some of them are a bit like late game, like packaged rocket fuel. That'll probably be used for something. I mean, it says fuel for vehicle in the jetpack, so like that's already spoiling it. But it's also I don't have to explain this one, do I? Nuke Nobelisk, however you say it. But that's not the important thing here. Right now I've prepared some interesting stuff. Most importantly, we can get advanced steel production, which, if you don't know what advanced steel production does, it unlocks us automated wiring, so that we at least know what to do. So you just put those items in and we just click this button. But yeah, now we have Miners Mark 2. They take a little bit more energy, but it extracts doubles as much resources. Pretty fucking great. Apart from the fact that we still have the issue of the thing being more expensive. Also, yeah, that's kind of it. It's just more expensive. Second thing we're going to do is a bit of a special one. So, I've explained this before about doubling our resources, and we can finally obtain it. Here it is. Production amplifier. We've had a bit of issues with our resources, specifically up there. I'm not going to specify what it exactly is, but if we take Walmer Summers loop and we research this, so we do it like this, it's super special what it does. Just listen to ADA.
Production amplifier unlocked. Every single manufacturing and smelting building will be backwards compatible with this new technology. These buildings can now have a summer sloop embedded to increase resource output without requiring more input, at the cost of greatly increased power consumption.
Flow cycles within flow cycles make
Oh wait, don't listen to this. Wait, no. So yeah, if we open this up right here, as you can see, we have screws. And it's producing at its 100% clock speed. I can't produce more unless, of course, I put in a summer sloop. Once I put in the summer sloop, it uses more energy. So, after this production, that's 53.7. Holy shit. But the production is doubled. So now we're getting 250 screws per minute, which is a whole lot. That's pretty insane, actually. Especially with this power short upgrade. And it looks epic as hell. Holy fuck, it's literally radiating the thing. I'm not gonna need this right now, so I'll let that go. I mean, I'm gonna need it for the future, but yeah. I've also disabled this one because I know it's going to like stop somewhere, so I'm letting this go for the time being, so that we can get more rotors and reinforced iron plates. We need the reinforced iron plates. I could technically use them in here for the time being, but an assembler apparently uses 2. That totally makes sense. I'm not gonna attack them for that, but let's see how much energy it uses. This is 60? Yeah, it's 60. I'll let that run with that. Where's the purple smoke come from? There it is. But ignoring that, let's actually look into the automated wiring. Yeah, automated wiring. So it takes 1 stator. Ooh, that's interesting. And a lot of cable. So you need copper for this. That should be fine. That's really not an issue. We also need versatile frameworks, which this is just a lot of steel and iron. I think we can in some way reduce the recipe with our hard drives. At least I hope we can. I've unlocked a bit of new ones, like for example iron wire. I feel like this one alone could help us a lot. Or alternate iron pipes, which just gives us the ability to produce with more iron. So like, we get to choose for this episode. As per usual, I try to get as many hard drives as possible, and we unlock as many as possible. At least 1 per episode, so that we get something. There's the alloy. What is that? Copper and iron? Honestly, this would work if we had a lot more iron wire and iron pipes. I'm gonna grab the iron pipes here. So we have that alternate recipe. It's a bit slower than steel, but steel already takes a lot to make, so that's already a positive. What else? What else? We also got molded beams in a foundry instead of the usual. 45 per minute. I don't know if that's better. Oh, that definitely is better. It's 15 per minute for this. This would give concrete a bit more of a better usage. I'm gonna keep that one, because there's also the Caterium wire I can choose between. Let's see, molded steel pipes. Ah, the molded recipes, they actually look good. 50 per minute, but the iron pipes already gives this much. This one I'll reset to see what I get. Copper alloy or wet concrete. How does that give more? It's water and limestone. I guess I could... Oh, wait a minute. Iron ore and compacted coal. This is actually a recipe I'm gonna need, because we make steel kind of slowly. I don't know if we do make it slowly. This uses less of the recipe, and we still need coal. How much does it take to make a compact coal? Oh, we need sulfur. I'll think about you. And I guess we can re-roll this one to get this. Actually, fused wiring, it doesn't sound like bad. We do have a Caterium output we can mine from. We just gotta bring the resources. Yeah, we'll unlock this one as well. Perfect, let's get to work. Now, you're probably wondering, what are we doing this episode? Well, I have 2 options, and I'm actually gonna roll a penny for it, since I haven't planned this part. First thing first, I would like to get some tickets. You see, here's the thing with tickets. I've obtained these from the event, So, bit cheating, I don't care because it's still kind of easy to obtain it. We could use tickets to get resources. As you can see over here, if I spend 1 ticket, I could get 200 plates. Or if I spend 4 tickets, I get 50 modular frames. This helps me a lot on instead grabbing resources from my plant and crafting them myself. To just get it instantly like that. So like, okay, let's just say for example, if we take the Mach 3 logistics, it needs 200 steel beams, 200 steel pipes, and 400 reinforced iron plates. Great, let's look at the recipe in tickets. So, 2 tickets for steel beams, 1 ticket for the steel pipes, and then where's the reinforced iron plates? That's 3, 6, 12. 12 tickets, plus 2, plus 1, 15 tickets to get the logistic level 3, or Mach 3. Do I have to explain more than that? There's also stuff like biomass, biofuel, and fabrics if you want to like fuel some stuff, if we don't want to get the chainsaw. Even though the chainsaw is fun and apparently we can actually outroot every single plant that exists. That sounds... well, actually, now that I say it out loud, it kind of sounds bad. But I will get one thing. I'm gonna get this. And I'm gonna get the fix-it cart. Can't tell me to not get that. So we got the recipe.
The Fix-It Factory card navigates on Fix-It foundation surfaces with extreme efficiency. Not intended for use on hazardous terrain, mildly hazardous terrain, reasonably safe terrain, or general terrain.
Just don't use it on
Fix-It
terrain.
reserves the right to subtract damage to or loss off vehicle from your Save the Day completion bonus package. For more information about this bonus package, please visit our information booth in Earth, open on the first Tuesdays and Wednesdays of the month, between 6:25 a.m. and 6:53 a.m.
Ooh, actually, that opens soon. But yeah, apart from that, we also got the most important item, the coffee mug. That's an achievement? Actually, fuck, now the achievement is making me unsure. I don't know if this is even coffee. Can I even spill it? I don't think I can. I'm just gonna put it in. I'm just gonna put it in a container. Assume that it doesn't exist. I'll put it in a container here with the Christmas shit. To assume that it's new. No, maybe chocolate milk. Or some dumb crap like that. Let's get productive then, shall we? So as you all know, right now we're working with steel. We need a lot of steel for a lot of things. Mainly the versatile frameworks, which is the second space part, and the automated wiring. The automated wiring shouldn't take us long since we need to make stators and cables. It's just a lot of copper that's necessary here to make the wiring and the other crap. But we could technically cheat with it, if that makes sense. So instead of our usual thing that we do, we will instead use, instead of copper, we use iron. That's the easiest way to explain it. That, of course, is how we will proceed onward with the plan. So some of the recipe stuff will actually be using what you see right now, and some of them will use a bit extra stuff. For now, we need to regulate what we have over here. And one thing I realized is we don't get enough coal here for some reason. I don't know, it's kind of strange, but we could fix that by getting the faster conveyor belts, which I probably will real quickly. And then maybe get summer sloops. I don't really know. I don't really have the ultimate recipe for steel either because it's compacted coal. And that takes more coal than what I thought it would. But I have let this run for a bit. We do have a lot of these, so I can bring these back real quickly to grab my recipe. So I think I'm gonna do that real quickly right after checking our copper situation over here. Which, if you all don't know, pull up the scanner and start scanning. Actually, it doesn't seem like it's far away. You also might need to make more of these soon enough. Because, actually maybe not. We still have a lot of capacity. Alright, so one of the copper outputs is over here, which is a normal one. And then we have a second one, possibly not far away. It's 698 meters that way. I mean, we could make a Mach 2 miner if we are this dire on copper, because right now if we check iron, I don't think it's that close. It's just that one up there. And yeah, no, we're not very much set with iron. So I'm going to have to boost the one up there. If I don't boost that one up there, we might have issues in the future because, yeah, I mean, everything is relying on this thing producing enough iron ore for us. And I don't think it's using any type of, yeah, it's not clocked in any way. Only good thing here is that this thing is pure, so it makes us the most. So the theory here is we're gonna need a lot of iron, of course. We might have to cheat a bit on the recipe though. My plan here is we make the reinforced plates using iron, and then we use the steel pipes to fill out the rest. Then you combine that with a bit of steel beams, and we should have the recipe. As for the transporting, because we're making the resources over here, instead of making conveyor belts all the way back and using that, we're instead going to make the full recipe over here. Feels like we get more space. We just get the iron in over here, and then continue onward with the plan. So then our only issue would just be, well, the speed, of course. But that's also why we have, or why we will get the Mach 3 conveyor belts. And it is mainly for the coal over there, because it's not feeding it fast enough apparently, since the other ones also need it. Perfect. So we're gonna need a smeltery to smelt iron ingots. We're gonna need 2 constructors. We're gonna need 2 assemblers, presumably, because we need to get one for reinforced plates, and we need to get one for the versatile frameworks. Since we already have the steel pipes producing over here, and it's producing at quite a fast rate, so it works. Perfect. Let's quickly get back. Alright, perfect. Now I've unlocked the Mach 3 conveyor belts, and we can real quickly upgrade these conveyor belts to work with Mach 3. That way it should feed way more faster than what's necessary and fill up this full thing. Then all we gotta do is just feed all of this outwards, or at least to where we need to. So we just gotta build a splitter right around here and drag a conveyor belt all the way, like some kind of maniac. But before I do that, we're gonna have to focus on the important stuff. So 1 smelter, we can place that like this presumably, and we can probably still feed it in. Then we have our 2 constructors at one at the perfect angle. Structure 2 uneven. Alright, fine. So that's those 2. I guess it can't get more fancier than this. Now we just gotta feed those into the assembler, which I'm gonna place like this, I guess. Down like so. No fanciness, I'll just instantly hook it up like this once we have the iron plates for it. So then this thing will make the modular frames. No, this one will make the reinforced plates. And I guess we can take the one that's faster. So this one makes 15 per minute. This one makes 5 per minute. Yeah, we'll take the 15 per minute. And then we just have to pull the things from this container and from over there into another assembler, which I don't know where to place. I guess we could place it like over here. I can't make it uglier than that, so I'm just gonna have to deal with it. I guess what we could do is use Mach 2 logistics to get the iron all the way. We're gonna have to come back and do it. Alright, so instead of making more iron plates, I decided to just change these ones over here into Mach 3s. As you can probably see with how fast they're going down. And it's now working a bit more smoother. I also changed that one into a Mach 2. So it's now, these two are Mach 2s, that one is a Mach 3, that one is a Mach 3. I think this one is a Mach 1. Yeah, this one's a Mach 1, which we might be able to just right now change both of these two into a Mach 2. Like so. And that should help this thing out fill up a bit more faster and produce more. If I have to, I'll get the 2 times output because I think we can still do that. Yeah, we can totally do that because we still have a lot more power we can make. Can we put a summer sloop in those? I'm very curious. I know there's like a limit of how many summer sloops we have, and there is a way to double the amount of power we make. Okay, no summer sloops in those. But our production should be working very well right now. So it's just waiting until these fill up. I guess I can give it this, so I can start producing a little bit. Because these will take a long time. This one will produce a lot. This one will take some time to make it, because again, we're producing iron ingots at quite a slow rate. I guess we can put another one like this, make it 60 per minute. But at least we're getting enough iron ore to produce it. And then we have the steel pipes from here coming out. This one is actually producing it slow because we're not making a lot of steel ingots. Even this side is a bit on the slow side over how little we make. But I can't really do anything about it apart from like boosting the foundry or making it make faster or giving it a summer sloop. So for the time being, that's how this is going to be. Until we maybe get a Mach 4 conveyor belt or something. For the time being, we might as well put this on the versatile framework and realize that it doesn't take steel pipes, it takes steel beams. And that I've accidentally made reinforced iron plating. That was wrong in every single way. No, it does, because we're focusing on making that. Okay, thank God. So I wasn't doing anything wrong. I was just assuming it in the wrong order. We're doing all this so we can make this. Okay, good. Perfect, perfect. So that's the modular frames. Already at the corner. We'll just expand a bit more. Roll that around. I'll make it work. So then the versatile frameworks will come out from somewhere around here. And then comes like the second biggest issue, which is the transportation. And that's actually I have a plan for that. The thing here is we could manually transport this. We could let this all pile up to 1000 and then bring it ourselves. That's like the super easy part. However, we need to think of this as an automation game. So instead of thinking it in a way where we have to take our time and build it, what if we find a solution to both bring it from here to there and from there to here, if I ever have to bring something from the space elevator to here. For that, my friend, we have something I like to call drum rolls please, or not. Actually, we don't need drum rolls. truck station. If we have 2 truck stations, add the tractors, which should cost about that much, we can automate. I just table again. We could automate bringing items from here to there with just a tractor. And I'll show you right after I get back home. Alright, so a few things you have to know about the truck station. The truck station works both ways. You can use it as both to transport items from point A to point B, and you can use it to transport from point B to point A. It's kind of one of the slower methods, but it works. And unless we want to do this manually and get the next piece of thing that could help us transport stuff, or even heck use hypertubes, which I think is more expensive than just using the tractor. So we can start off by making all the resources. It's not that expensive, as you can see. We just need some reinforced plates, rotors, modular frames. Alright, now that we have all the resources, we can start off by building the tractor's first station over here. And as you can see, there's 3 input and 2 output. We'll get into that later, but if we build this like over here, I guess, and get ADS explanation.
Fixit reminds you to drive vehicles accurately through a truck station's dock area while recording a path. This ensures it will connect properly once everything is automated. The truck station can be set to load or unload, and can also refuel vehicles. Unlike...
And the game crashes. Of course the game crashes. Give me a minute. Alright, so note to self, skip ADA, and I really hoped autosave is saved me at the right time. Oh, I was making the modular frames around this. Okay, you know what? This is savable. I'll be right back when the time comes, guys. I swear. Alright, round 2 of trying to build the truck station. Hopefully this time the game doesn't crash. So we build it around here.
Fixit reminds you to drive vehicles accurately. The truck station can be set to load or unload, and can also refuel vehicles. Unlike some Pioneer.
Oh my god, it doesn't want to skip. Okay, there we go. Finally, it skipped. So yeah, truck station. It needs a bit of power, but we can set it so that it fuels the vehicle and, well, transports it to wherever we want. So what I'm going to do is, here's where we unload, and the other station is where we load. So I'm going to call this space station, so that we know that this is the space station. I can later on make it more funnier names, but for the time being it's going to be very serious names, until I get an understanding of how it works. And then what we do is we feed the fuel into here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit of cheating. I'm going to take this one right over here. Since this one only produces 30, I will just, I think it's, no, it's over here. You do press F and you take it. There we go. Now we have all of this biofuel we could use, and luckily for us, we can use biofuel. Actually, hang on, let me get more iron plates. Since we don't need this to go fast, it's not going to use that much solid biofuel. Bring it all the way to here, and then we connect it to there. And this will act as the fuel. So I just put that in there, and that should be good to go. So then the second thing we need is the tractor itself. So we just build that up like this.
Tractors can use any type of fuel and have a self-driving feature, much like Pioneers, only more reliable. While driving, you can record a path to automate vehicle resource transportation. Unlike early self-driving vehicles...
You know what? I'm not gonna risk myself on that one. But here's the tractor. We can drive it. It also has an inventory space, as per usual, and a crafting bench that we can craft stuff. So if you ever wanted to make some encased industrial beans, we could do it from here. And I don't think it takes any extra time than it usually would. So now, if I drive it at 0 kilometers per hour, we realize that we don't have anything. Alright, let's put some fuel in it. Let's see, how much do we want to put in? Guess we can start off with 1. I want some extra biofuel for the chainsaw. We'll split off 1, put it inside the tractor. Drive it into here. Oh, it needs power, that's probably why. I'll just connect you to there. Okay, yeah, now it has the fuel inside the vehicle. Now we just have to make a path. Or we could try driving all the way to there. See how long it takes and what path we should take. So I'm starting off with that. It's actually fun to drive the tractor around. It's not the most efficient thing ever, but like there is more vehicle. I think there's a bigger version of the tractors, which basically has more fuel. I guess not more fuel, it has more storage capacity. Probably is less louder than this. And is of course bigger. And you can hit creatures with this. Oh wait, not the bird. Alright, let's see how it works on water. Okay, we can drive over the water with no issue. Can we drive over these things? Yes, we can. So that'll be an issue for the pathing to figure out. Right, gotcha. We can either drive around there or we can drive up this mountain, presumably. Yep, and I don't lose much speed. That is great. Yeah, and then here's the gas plains. We can let the autopilot drive through these because it's not going to affect. I just realized you can actually see the golden helmet from the tractor. And that takes about 10 fuel. It's not the biggest issue actually. Perfect. Let's add the other one, which we'll build right over here, I guess. And for this one we don't have to actually put a fuel station over here. Like we don't have to fuel up over here, since as you saw it only uses 10 solid biofuel. So from here we'll call this one the steel factory. Again, just to simplify for myself. So we can load from here. So we start off the recording from over here, right? So we do a turn, drive this way. The pathing is interesting. As long as we don't have multiple vehicles driving the same path, we shouldn't be met with any issues. Wait, we go ahead and go over here. Unload. We drive back to the docking station. Now with this final stop, it hopefully, if we let it go, it should be able to navigate the full system. So I'm hooking you up to power. I'm giving you an item to transport. So let's just say these 10 silicas. So you would load the vehicle here. So let's enable the autopilot. right now it doesn't have anything, so yeah. Now we can just AFK here and wait until it takes the whole path. So yeah, I'll see you when it has done the full path. Oh great. Fatass is here to ruin it. Okay, why can't I bring out any of my items? There we go. That was strange. I guess the alt key kinda ruined it. Just going to smack it. Okay, so it's working. It's actually transporting the items, and while it's actually driving that one, I'm just gonna real quickly check once again, but this time I don't follow the tractor. The only thing that actually stopped it was like environment, the penguin thingy, whatever their name is. I know they have a pretty weird ass name to begin with, so I'm not gonna look into that any further. So it can load and it can unload, or well, it should be able to unload. It can fuel up and you can drive through the full path without any issues. Why did I say path so weirdly? It's operational, fuel is there, might have to get more biofuel, which shouldn't be an issue at all. I'll just feed this and I'll get more biofuel through some other method. Okay, there it is, and it has collected silica. Perfect. We might as well disable the autopilot because you're working. We'll just activate it when it's time. So for the time being, I guess we're running out of time for today. So I guess we'll end it over here. So thank you guys so much for watching.
Baby, you